What's good, YouTube? It's Ricky Rose coming at you with a brand new video. And in this video, I'm going to be going over the Prime Black Mamba build. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a Kobe fan, but I know how Kobe played. I grew up watching this nigga back when his shit came out in 2K11. Niggas, everybody came through to school and shit with the cover like, look, I got the game. Man, get your weak ass out of here, nigga. Kobe ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Kobe fan, but I ain't gonna sit here and bash him though. He had his moments. He is one of the GOATs of all time. But is he top 5 best player in the game ever? I know I said in the game, but like, have he though one of those people that touched the basketball? Is he one of those top 5? Is he? I wouldn't rank him there, cause there's just too many people that I would prefer over Kobe. And that's not even being biased. It's just like I would take Shaq over Kobe, hands down. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. I'll take Shaq though. Maybe you won't, but like, you know what I'm saying? If you're a big ass Kobe fan, you won't take Shaq over him. But I ain't gonna lie, Shaq kind of got him them rings though. Fuck out of here. Hey, I ain't gonna stunt though. He got one for D Wade, but D Wade won MVP that year. Kobe ain't never win that shit. Fuck out of here though. Hey, if I'm off that. I'm off that with Kobe. But off rip, if you sit here and you look at Kobe, look at everything he done, he has a similar build to Mike, but I'm not gonna put what Mike had. Everybody was commenting under Mike's video like, oh, Mike is cause the Conqueror bullshit came, and Mike was on that bitch. It was like the Legends or some bullshit. And he was like, he's a shot creating post scorer. If you actually go, there was somebody that commented that, and I agreed to that. I was just like, you're completely right. But off the rip, if you ever look at Michael Jordan, he was dunking on motherfuckers, jumping over niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shooting faders. That's what I remember Mike as. But when you sit here and say he was a post scorer, I can't limit Mike to that. But for me, when I'm making these builds, I kind of want to make him as much as Mike as possible, or whoever I'm making throughout the video. And if I have to make him a lockdown in order for his stats to kind of add up to what Mike can do, I'ma do that. The badges, I want them to be there as well. So just because I pick him, I made Mike, I believe it was a shot creating slasher. One, he got the dunking, he could shoot, he could drive, you know what I'm saying? His post move was there, his leaners was there, everything was there. But everybody was like, he's a post scorer though. This ain't even accurate. No, nigga. If I'm making Mike, I'm gonna make him how I feel like he should have been. Well, not should have been, well, he is, but with the way 2K is, you're kind of limited. You can't just make, it don't say primary skill, a fucking god at NBA. You know what I'm saying? So like, you have to kind of like make him through other builds and try to make him as whole as possible when you're making these builds. Now for Kobe, well, I'm making prime Kobe. When he was on the Lakers, I'm not making young Kobe. This should remind me like of Super Smash, Young Link and Link. They both was trash, but fuck it, I'd rather play with Zelda. But I'm not gonna make young Kobe with the fro, because if I make young Kobe with the fro, he's by far a slasher to me. Young Kobe could probably hit you 1, 2 threes. But he was nowhere near prime Kobe, you know, when he was bald head, peanut head, looking like a fucking muscle, head locking, gang banging motherfucker, boom, motherfucker just knocking lockers in and shit with his dome piece. He was nowhere near that when it came down to shooting. Now for me, off rip, he is a shot creating playmaker. That's what I would prefer Kobe to be. I'm not gonna put him, yes, I know that he has post scoring, he was known for that fader, yeah, so was fucking MJ, but I'm not gonna limit him just to playing the post, because I understand, okay, post scoring when it comes down to it, yeah, post scoring comes down to the hot bag fader, ooh, but keep in mind, that's not all you can do. You're not gonna hit those as consistently as you want if you're not a pure post scorer. Like, you'll hit those, but you won't hit 7 in a row like Kobe did. Like, I don't know if he is something. He's not that good. I don't know. Probably hit like 2. But look, like I feel like I can't just limit him to that, because there's gonna be way more than that. If I put him as a post scorer, I feel like, one, he'll be too slow. So I kind of need him to have dunking, because believe it or not, Prime Kobe could yam it on you. He can shoot the three. He can get by you. He had handling. I wouldn't say AI handling, but he know how to get by a person and finish at the rim. He had layups. His post game is not going to be up to par, but you're going to have shot creating. So you might, let's actually look at the caps. You're going to have 80 post fades. That's actually decent. If you buy a boost, it's going to be at 85. You won't be able to hit those as consistently as a post scorer, but you'll have that. Same thing with the faders. Kobe was known for hitting those faders off two legs, just leaning like a motherfucker. That's the shit that I got when I do a pull-up. So you gotta understand that I don't want to limit him just to being a post scorer, when in reality a post scorer has post hook, it has post control, it has fadeaways, it has post spin. Kobe, yeah, he did those, but not as consistently. So I'd rather have him at a shot creating, passing and ball handling, where the post fadeaway is going to be at an 80, which is fairly decent, just because you have shot creating as your primary. So he'll have those. You won't hit them as consistently, even though Kobe ain't hit them shits as consistently. But you know, he ain't better than Wade. You ain't finna sit here and say he better than Wade. Ah, fuck, man. He ain't better than Wade. Hell no. Hell fucking no. He ain't better than Wade. So, I feel like, you know, this build overall is going to give you everything you need when it comes down to it. Now, to look at the badges, mid-range, yo, he has 8 gold badges. Jesus fucking Christ. Mid-range Deadeye, difficult shots, tireless scorer, teardropper, up and under. He did those few, but I've actually seen clips of him doing the ankle breaker. I've seen 1 or 2 of Kobe. One man fast break. You could run the fast break. Free throw ace. He had a fair free throw when it came down to it. You'll be able to shoot threes. Not as consistently as a pure sharp, but believe it or not, Kobe had those. So you got to understand, when I'm looking at these builds, I'm not going to, just because they're in the game, oh, you're looking at the badges that they have in my career. No, I'm not. I'm making this shit based off the, like, if I look at real life gameplay, this is what I see in Kobe. I'm not gonna limit it. Now, if you want to, you can honestly swap these out. And, you know, if you want to have passing ball handling first or shot creating second, but I am going to leave it there just because I want the post to remain at 80 across the board. That's the only reason I'm putting shot creating first. Now, to go back to the badges, he has all, look at that drop stepper, dimer. I ain't gonna stunt. Kobe ain't no dimer nigga though. He ain't passing that shit. But Lob City passer, he threw a few, you know, when he had Shaq on his team. So I can get that. Pick and roll maestro. Flashy, I never seen a nigga throw a flashy pass in my life. Acrobat. And keep in mind, when I'm making these builds, I want you to make these builds and go all the way to 199. That's how I see it, and that's how, keep in mind, I want you to like take this build and create it. Now, like I said, if you go to 199, all of these badges are gonna shift up. So the gold is gonna be Hall of Fame, the 12 silver is gonna be gold, and then the 5 bronze is going to be silver. So this build will be fucking, damn, why the fuck did I make this shit? Yeah, fuck it, Kobe kind of whack anyway. But then you have limitless range, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be bronze where you can hit those. Posterize is gonna be bronze. That's the only downside to it. If you want, I would say make him a shot creating, driving, finishing, just for the simple fact that Kobe posted a few people, and having it bronze, it's not keep in mind, if you get it to 99, he's gonna be at a silver, which is fair. But I feel like off rip, Kobe was booming on niggas. So, like, for me, I feel like that should be fairly decent. Now, like I said, it's completely up to you. And keep in mind, when I'm making these builds, I want you to edit the player. Like, if you obviously, yeah, we're creating Kobe, but I want you to be able to, you know, fix it to how you want it to be. Don't just copy the whole set that I'm doing. Even though this is Kobe was 6'6". According to Google, not a big Kobe fan, so I don't fucking know, and I don't live with the niggas, so I definitely don't know. But he's 6'6". If you want to make him 6'5", go ahead. If you feel like that just gives you more than making a 6'6", feel free to do that. Do not copy the build just because that's what I'm telling you to do. But I am gonna follow through and through and make a 6'6" Kobe build. Matter of fact, hold on. I want to see his ball control. His ball control is gonna be at a 85. That's not bad. So you can make him at a 6'6". For a shooting guard, 6'6", and you have an 85, and I'm gonna show you why. You can actually go with a 66. I said 66. That nigga big as shit. With a 6'6" shooting guard, and you're gonna have an 85 ball control. Now with the weight, he is 212 according to Google. I'm going off Google, so 212 it would be. I mean, it already kind of set you right there, but you don't need none of this shit. Like, I would say minimize the weight, because in reality, contact dunks, it's already shit. It's probably at a 65 if you leave it at the default. So you won't be dunking on niggas that's consistent, but you will be booming it. And the way this game is, the defense is kind of ass, so there's no point in having contact dunks if it's just not high enough to happen consistently. So in my opinion, I will take this off. Unless you want the strength for the post scoring, I agree with you 100%, but I would lower the weight. He is a 212 player though. If you want to make that, that's his exact weight according to Google, 212 pounds. But I'm lowering his weight just because I feel like he'll be way faster. Now right here, obviously, I don't know the wingspan, and if you do put it on Google, it gives you like a weird ass number, like 1 million or some shit. So it doesn't tell you the exact according to 2K. Like, it don't give me 85.1. So yeah. Now if you look at the ball control, let's look at it one more time. The ball control is at 85. If you lower the wingspan one, the ball control goes up, and let me see, does it go up to 86 though? It does. So if you don't know, you need an 86 in order to speed boost. So this right here would be my ideal prime Kobe build, like through and through. And to be honest, I didn't expect this build to come out like this, just because I'm going off the top of my head and kind of Google a little bit, but Google be on some inaccurate shit. But just to find out that you can actually speed boost with this build and still maintain having everything else, shit's kind of hard. But that's gonna be my Kobe build, and hopefully I won't get triggered by the name that I put on the title, because I already got it in my head. But that is gonna be the end of the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think. You already know who the fuck it is, man. It's your boy Ricky Rose, and I'm out of here. Kobe is trash though, for real. I ain't even gonna stunt.